contact the PIAA website for information or your local athletic director. The Wellsboro coaching staff includes head coach Sharon Sahusky and first-year JV coach Jeff Sahusky. Darcy Warner serves as a volunteer varsity assistant. Todd Outman is the administrator in charge of athletics. The acting AD at the current time is Matt Mendoz. Our media specialist tonight is Brian Murphy. Our officials are Paul Borer and Chris Decker. Since the last home match, Wellsboro traveled to Southern Tioga to play North Bend Liberty, who were reigning state runners-up. The results were 18-25, 15-25, and 13-25 in favor of the Mounties. Last night, the Hornets traveled to Athens to play another large school in the NPL. The results were 25-18, 21-25, 17-25, 25-11, and 10-15. Wellsboro lost that match in 5 sets. The Hornet record currently is for the varsity 5-2. The JV beat Athens last night and again tonight. Tonight the scores were 25-20, 25-19, and the JV record now is 3-5. The Wellsboro varsity has lost to North Penn Liberty in 3 sets and Athens in 5 sets. The Hornets have beaten Kawanesque Valley, Williamson, Sayre, Troy, and Wailusi. The visiting team is coached by Heather Hansen in her 3rd season. The JV coach for Athens is Shania Burns in her 3rd year. The Wildcats are coming off a 7-7 record last season. They lost 2 seniors to graduation, and they returned 7 players. The Wildcats wear the school colors of black, silver, and white. Their strength this year is the hard serve. At this time, we'll introduce the players for the Athens Wildcats and the Wellsboro.
Players this year for the Athens Wildcats are number 2, Leah Lixie, number 3, Kim Wheeler, number 4, Kaylee Miller, number 5, Taylor Walker, number 6, Grace Witherow, number 7, Jenny Ryan, number 8, Cassie Friend, number 9, Gia Perry, number 12, Allie Martin, number 19, Braylon Wood, number 27, Kylie Jane, and number 32, Taylor Field. For the Wellsboro Hornets varsity squad this year, we have number 2, Brianna Kemp, number 3, Emma Owlett, number 4, Catherine Burnett, number 7, Maddie Bordis, number 9, Alina Petrick, number 13, Brianna Smith, number 14, Shiloh Duff, number 17, Jordan Judlin, number 19, Olivia Crocco, number 20, Bailey Monks, number 26, Olivia Servatius, number 28, Grace Hines, and number 30, Emily Starkweather.
The match we're playing tonight was scheduled for later on in the season, and Athens requested that we move it up a little bit. So it's unusual, and I think this is the only time this year it should happen that we played Athens last night away and Athens tonight here at Wellsboro. On Saturday, Wellsboro plays its only home regular season match, and that is against Towanda, and also in an unusual quirk in the schedule, Towanda comes here on Monday night. Earlier in the season, matches were canceled with Towanda, and we thought for a while that we wouldn't have enough matches because we had 22 matches last year, and we were down to 14 this year, so we had scheduled an additional match with Williamson just to pad the schedule. Well, that was supposed to be tomorrow night, and that now has been canceled. We don't need it. We're trying to fit in all these matches before October 29th, when districts start at the end of the month on the 31st. I'll go over the schedule later. Right now, we're getting ready to start. I can see now that all the Hornets are out here together. The benches are the seats the way they always have been. We have spectators, which are all family members across from us. The bleachers on the far side have been pushed up against the wall so far this season, but they are out. That gives less playing space.
Division Athens Wildcats and the home Wellsboro Hornets. Would you please rise for our national anthem?
That was a beautiful rendition of the national anthem by Miss Olivia
Last night,
Chilson.
the match at Athens was live streamed, and I watched that. I made some notes on my own. The Athens Wildcats are loaded with seniors this year. They had a setter who would jump to set and do a quick spike, which is a great thing to have. The low ceiling over there did not impact them as much as it did Wellsboro, of course, because we're used to the high ceiling. They have just 3 losses, and all those losses were to undefeated teams, Northeast Bradford Canton and North Penn Liberty. So they're 7-3 now. The Wellsboro, I felt that they hustled on defense last night. Too many free balls, though, for a varsity. Lack of blocks resulted in overworking of the back row, and they did not have, well, they don't have good height this year compared to last year. But key to that, and why I think we might have a different outcome tonight, was our lead blocker, career 100-plus now blocker, Bailey Monks, did not play last night. She had an obligation concerning her future beyond high school. She's a senior co-captain, and she is playing tonight. So expect a different game tonight, especially in terms of blocking. Athens is going to serve first in the first set.
Number 4, Kaylee Miller with the serve. Number 19, Olivia Krakow to Burnett and over by Owlett. Libero takes the pass up right side. Number 14, Shiloh with a big dig. Back at her, she goes with a swing. 4 from Athens. And number 27, Kylie Jane with a quick middle hit for a kill. Wildcats are going to serve again. Burnett with the pass. Judlin with the set to Kemp, who tries to tip it over. Athens come back with a big swing, and it's out. Point Wellsboro. Back to serve will be Miss Bree Kemp, a senior this year. Bree with a nice serve. Set to the outside. Number 7 goes for a tip over the big block of Duff and Judlin and didn't make it across the net. Kemp's back to serve. 2-1 Wellsboro. Nice hard serve by Bree. Number 4, Kaylee Miller with the set. Bree Kemp puts up a set to Emma Owlett. Emma Owlett hits a nice one and catches Athens off guard. Bree's back to serve again. Miller with the set, out to number 7, Ryan. Kemp with the set, falls a little short, but Emma went after it. Oh, and number 32 could not get out of the way. Goes off her foot, point for Wellsboro. She was pretty sure it was going out, but her foot was in the way. Field, Miller. Duff with the swing. Nice hard hit out of the middle. Nice block. Another tip. Judlin gets it up in the air. Double middle hit, but Duff says no thank you. And here she comes with the swing. Athens had all moved way too close, and she was able to hit it a little deep and get a point for Wellsboro. And Kemp's going to continue serving for Wellsboro. Field with the pass. Miller tries to dig it out of the net, but it doesn't even get to the net. And Athens is going to take an early timeout with Wellsboro leading 6-1.
Okay, well, I have a minute here. I'm going to list the coaches over the 50 years that Wellsboro has had volleyball. Since 3 of the coaches are doing the announcing, and there have only been 8 coaches in the 50-year history. The varsity coaches in Wellsboro Hornet history order were Ann McKnight and Sharon O'Connor, Jean Cook Zimmerman, then Linda Radichai, Liz Hoover, Jody Niver, Tanya Dates Harmon, who's with me tonight announcing, and the current coach, Sharon Hickey Zahusky. Back to play.
Kemp with the serve, to Field, to Miller with the pass. She goes to the middle, number 27, Jane, who just lobs it over. Here we go with Emma Owlett with a swing. We're going to have a free ball for Wellsboro to take on Kemp. Up to Judlin on the weak side. A nice hard hit over. Number 12, Martin with the swing. And Duff with the free ball over to the Wildcats. Field, Miller, out of the middle, Jane, and hits a deep right corner. Nice spot. Substitution, number 5, Taylor Walker's into the game for Athens.
I notice we're still not using line judges. I'm not sure why. Everything else is back to normal, and they sure are helpful. The line judges are 2 in number, and they stand at the corners, and they have a flag that they can indicate in or out and help the referees who are both stationed at mid-court.
Withrow back to serve for Athens. Judlin with the pass. Kemp with the set. Back out to Judlin. Nice hard hit. Miller with the set to Jane. Nice block by Duff. And she rejected that swing.
Right about now, I'm thinking that Athens is wondering what happened. Because we did not provide very many blocks last night at Athens in our loss.
Owlett is back to swing. She has a nice short one, dug by Athens and sent right back to Wellsboro. Judlin puts up a set to Duff. And the referees call that one in. That's where you'd like to have those line judges. That was a close one, but it looked in from where I'm sitting. Owlett's going to serve again. Miller with the set to 27, Jane. Kemp with the pass. Judlin goes with the swing to the deep left corner. Beautiful spot and a point for Wellsboro. Score is 9-2 Wellsboro with Owlett back to serve again. Nice serve by Owlett. Field with the pass to the libero, who goes deep. Burnett with the pass to Kemp. Kemp goes middle to Duff, who tips it over and finds an open hole. Owlett's back to serve. Field to Miller. They're still playing it. They didn't think, they thought it was 4 touches, but the referees hadn't called anything. They eventually called 4 touches, and Athens takes their second timeout for the first match here tonight.
The sets are not timed, but the timeouts are 1 minute each, and the time period between sets is 3 minutes. The varsity plays the best of 5 sets. JVs play the best of 3 sets. A team gets 2 timeouts per team per set.
Wellsboro's headed back to the court. We still have Miss Emma Owlett serving, and Wellsboro still has 2 timeouts to use. Athens Wildcats are headed back to the floor. They have used both their timeouts, and they're going to receive Emma Owlett again. Owlett with the serve, Field with the pass to Miller. Miller goes back to Jane. Jane goes to the far corner, but Burnett gets it. Kemp with the second touch, and Duff's going to free ball it over nice and deep. Miller with the set. Ooh. And number 27, Jane, gets a hard hit over. Duff slowed it down, but unfortunately went off her hands and out of bounds. Field is back to serve for the Wildcats. Field to Burnett. Kemp. Kemp goes middle to Judlin. Number 4, Kaylee Miller, goes to... Little confusion there on where that set was headed. Crocco attempted, but just wasn't able to get there in time. We have a sub coming in, number 9, Alina Petrick, in for Emma Owlett. Field is back to serve for the Wildcats. Petrick. Kemp going to Duff on the weak side. Miller to Ryan. They try and free ball it over, but it does not make it. Point Wellsboro. That makes Wellsboro's lead 12-4. Burnett's coming out, and Monks is coming in to hit out of the middle for the Wellsboro Lady Hornets. Duff is back to serve. Duff with a nice serve down the line. Miller with the set to Miller, free balls it over. Duff gets it. Kemp puts it up, and we've got Crocco with the swing. Came back over to her. She passes it to Kemp. Kemp goes to Monks, who swings hard. Field digs it. Miller sets it up to number 5. Taylor Walker, who is rejected by Miss JoJo Judlin. Duff is back to serve. Hard serve, returned straight to Wellsboro. Monks comes at it with a hit. She's blocked. Petrick picks it up. Kemp goes with a quick one over the net. Good for her. She stayed on the ground. Otherwise, we would have been called for back row play. Duff serving. She goes deep, and it goes a little too deep. Field does realize it goes over her head, and they earn a point. Back to serve is number 7, Jenny Ryan, for the Wildcats. Serve. Petrick takes it. Burnett helps out, and Kemp's going to send it over. Field to Martin to the middle, number 2, which is Leah Lichty, and it's just wide. Wellsboro earns that point. Back to serve is Jordan Judlin for the Wellsboro Lady Hornets. Judlin serves. Nice hard serve. Martin puts it up to Lichty again, off a block. Burnett gets her hands on it. Judlin gets her hands on it. And Crocco's going to make sure it goes over. Thank you. Martin sets up Lichty again. Oh, and we just missed that one. Good try, Jordan. Scores 15-6 in favor of Wellsboro. We have a sub coming back in. Allie Martin back into the game for Miss Witherow. Taylor Walker's serving. She has a nice float serve. Kemp passed it a little too tight for Judlin, and Athens earns a point. Score 15-7 in favor of Wellsboro. Walker's back to serve. Little spin on that one. Kemp puts it in the air. Judlin puts it up high. Kemp comes with a swing and a kill for number 2, Brianna Kemp. Nice job. We have a sub for the Wildcats. Number 9, Gia Perry is in for number 5, Taylor Walker. And Emma Owlett is back in the game for Alina Petrick for the Wellsboro Lady Hornets. Back to serve is Olivia Crocco. She goes deep. Pass to Martin. Martin to Lichty. Lichty swings. Judlin digs it. Burnett puts it over the net. Oh, and Bailey Monks thought it was going tight, so she went up and came down with the net. Net violations are not good for those of us that play front row. Gives the other team the ball. And back in my day, that's the only way you could earn points was when you had the ball. This rally scoring makes the game very intense. Lichty with the serve. Owlett with the swing to Martin, who goes to Jane, and Jane found a hole. Bree Smith went after it, just wasn't able to get there. In the game right now for Wellsboro, we have Monks, Smith, Burnett, Owlett, Jordan, Judlin, and Kemp. Lichty with the serve, Burnett with the pass. Judlin puts it in the air. Emma Owlett with the swing. And the Wildcats just weren't able to get it. Number 2, Leah Lichty had a good dig in the back row, but just didn't get it up high enough to have the Wildcats make a play. Back in the game is Miss Shiloh Duff, and our libero, Catherine Burnett, is down. Serving Bailey Monks. Monks goes long, unfortunately. And here comes Burnett right back in for Miss Bailey Monks. Number 4, Kaylee Miller is serving for Athens. To Burnett, to Judlin, to Emma. Owlett out of the middle, goes with a tip. Wildcats send back with a tip. Judlin goes with a push. For Miller puts it up. Shiloh Duff says enough of this and puts it down. Kemp is back to serve for the Lady Hornets. Scores 18-10 in favor of Wellsboro. Kemp with a nice hard serve. Number 9, Gia Perry with a pass to Martin. Jane takes a swing. Burnett has the pass. Kemp to Duff with a swing. That's not Miller that put it up. That was number 7, Jenny Ryan, that put it up for the Wildcats. And Wellsboro's called in the net again. Number 6 re-entering the game, which is Grace Witherow. And it looks like Taylor Walker will be joining us back in the game for the Lady Wildcats. Witherow to serve. So I have Witherow, Field in the back row for Athens with the serve. Burnett with the pass. Kemp with the set. Duff with a tip into the hole. Number 4, Field sent it over. Kemp's got the set up. Owlett goes up. And they're going to call 4 hits on Wellsboro because unfortunately that one never made it across the net. Number 6, Grace Witherow back to serve again for Athens Wildcats. And it's a wide serve for her. Point Wellsboro makes the score 19-12. Back to serve we have Emma Owlett. And re-enter the game we have Olivia Crocco coming in for Bree Smith. Owlett with the serve to Walker. Walker to Miller. Miller to Ryan. Kemp puts it up. Crocco with the swing. She goes deep. And number 6, Grace Witherow, is able to get one arm on it. But it went down. Makes the score 20-12. Wellsboro's favor. Emma Owlett serving. Emma to Miller to Jane, who goes wide. Shouldn't say wide, I should say deep. Owlett loses that serve. Unfortunately, back in the game is Petrick. And back to serve for the Lady Wildcats is their libero, number 32, Taylor Field. Scores 21-13, Wellsboro's favor. Field with the serve. Burnett puts it up. Kemp gets under it. Goes middle. Judlin sends it over as a free ball. Field to Miller, to the middle. Leah Lichty's back in. Nice strong hit by Leah. Nice dig by Kemp. Wellsboro keeps it in play. Going to Lichty again. Hard hit, and she finds a hole in the right corner. Nice swing by number 2, Leah Lichty. Field back to serve for the Lady Wildcats. Burnett. Kemp. Goes weak to Duff, who swings. Miller up. Lichty again with a tip. Oh, and they just didn't connect. Point Wellsboro makes the score 22-14. Bailey Monk's coming back in. And we have Shiloh Duff back to serve. Duff to Field, who just fell short in front of her, and she shanks it to the left. Scores 23-14 Wellsboro. Duff with the serve. Pass to Miller. Miller goes to Ryan. JoJo puts it up. Bailey Monks takes a swing. Field gets it. Miller to Lichty. Oh, and Lichty just couldn't make it go over. Scores 24-14. Wellsboro's ahead. This could be set point. She serves. Field digs it, sends it over. Monks goes up on it. Wildcats try to save it and just weren't able to. And the first one goes to the Lady Hornets.
Okay, set one goes to Wellsboro, 25-14. Before every match, I have the visiting coach fill out some information for me, and Coach Heather Hansen from Athens filled out that the varsity teams that they've beaten so far this year are Sayre twice, Kawaneski Valley, Williamson, Wellsboro last night, Towanda, and Wyalusing. I also provide an area where you can make additional comments, and I thought this was nice. Coach Hansen wants to thank the parents and all the fans for their support over this different, in quotes, season. She's proud of everyone for keeping on through it all. I agree. I have some schedule additions or updates to give you. The next Hornet match is a home match against Towanda this Saturday night at 7:30. The next away match is Monday, October 19th at Towanda. Next week, Wellsboro has matches Monday at Towanda, Tuesday versus North Penn Liberty, Wednesday versus Canton, and Thursday at Northeast Bradford. The Monday and Wednesday matches are makeups from September, postponed due to the COVID concerns in those schools. Wellsboro's regular season is scheduled to end on October 29th at Troy. There was some uncertainty as to whether there would be postseason play this year or not, but there is going to be. District play starts for single A and double A on October 31st and will continue on November 3rd and 5th. All will be regular matches, no pool play or anything like that, and all will be played at Williamson High School. The PIAA districts are 12 in number. Wellsboro and Athens, of course. Wellsboro is in District 4 of the PIAA. The Commonwealth is divided into 12 districts. District 4 runs from Tioga and Bradford at the northern end to Snyder and Northumberland at the southern end. District 1 is in the southeast corner, while District 10 is in the northwest corner of the Commonwealth, including Erie County. Districts 11 and 12 are back down in the southeast part of Pennsylvania. So there's your information on the 12 districts in the PIAA, and Wellsboro is in District 4. Wellsboro will serve first in this game. And we use game and set interchangeably. When I coached the first 25 years of volleyball, it was called a game, and now all of a sudden it's called a set.
On the court for the Wildcats right now, we have Miller, Martin, Field, Lichty, Perry, Jane, and Ryan. And Ryan to Miller to Jane and goes just wide. Point Wellsboro. And we have Kemp back to serve for the Lady Hornets. Serve off number 9, Perry. Point Wellsboro. Kemp. Miller goes to Martin. Martin swings, blocked. Ryan sent it over. Duff goes in with the swing to Miller. She goes long. Looked like it was going wide. Burnett said, I think it's in. She wasn't unable to get herself behind it and keep it in play. Back to serve, we have Miss Kaylee Miller serving for the Lady Wildcats. Krakow to Kemp, and Krakow's going to send it over. Field, Miller to Jane with a swing. Nice block by Shiloh Duff. Field keeps it in play. Miller goes again. She goes to number 7, Jenny Ryan, who just wasn't able to get it over. Wellsboro serve. Back to serve, we have Emma Owlett. Scores 3-1 in favor of Wellsboro. Field, Miller to Ryan. No, say it never went over. 4 hits, point Wellsboro. Owlett, Miller, 27 Jane. She goes deep right corner. Burnett brings it into play. Shiloh Duff helps. Bree Kemp sends it deep to number 9, Perry. Miller. Field takes a floor hit. Judlin puts it in the air. Krakow's going to send it over. Field throws it in the air to Miller and to Ryan, tips it over. Owlett puts it in the air. Kemp puts a set up. Judlin sends it over. Miller sets it up, going to Jane. Jane takes a big swing and hits it off the arms of Emma Owlett. Point Wildcats. Number 5, Taylor Walker entering the game for Athens. And number 6, Grace Withrow entering for the Wildcats. On the Wellsboro side, we have Alina Petrick entering for Emma Owlett.
One notable characteristic that they have kept of the COVID protocols is not changing sides of the net for subsequent games. They are all using the same side, and I imagine since they would have to also change benches, it's much safer.
Krakow with the pass for Wellsboro to Kemp. Kemp goes back out to Krakow, who takes a big swing, and Withrow was not able to get her hands on it. Point Wellsboro. Shiloh Duff with the serve. Field to Miller, who goes to the right side to Jenny Ryan, and she gets a kill for the Lady Wildcats. Makes the score 5-3. Catherine Burnett's back in the game for the Lady Hornets, and Taylor Field is back to serve for the Lady Wildcats. Burnett goes to Kemp, who dumps it over. Miller picks it up. Jenny Ryan with the tip. Judlin puts it in the air for Krakow, who swings. Miller takes it. Walker puts it in the air. Burnett to Kemp to Monks. Ryan puts it up, goes to the outside to Gia Perry. Kemp's going to go to Krakow, who swings. Monks turns it right back over. Ryan's dumping it. Bree Kemp's putting it up in the air for JoJo Judlin, who just gets it across the net. Miller puts it up to Gia Perry, who goes deep to Burnett. Burnett to Kemp. Monks with the kill. And Lichty says, no thank you, Monks. And that puts the score 5-4 with Wellsboro on top by 1. And I'm sorry, I said Gia Perry, and it was Taylor Walker. Burnett to Petrick. Kemp sends it over. Miller out to Walker, who goes at a good angle, gets it across. Crocco. Petrick goes to Judlin, who puts it over. Lichty throws in the air. Field puts up the second hit, and the Wildcats are unable to get the ball back across the net. Back to serve is Miss Jordan Judlin for the Lady Hornets. Receiving, we have Walker, Witherow, and Field for, and they were out of rotation. Point, Wellsboro. There's confusion with Athens rotation, so the referee's checking it out right now with the scorekeeper. And we're going to double check things.
Sometimes there is confusion as you're all rotating and interchanging and so forth. The team captain is the only player on the floor that is allowed to address the officials, and the team captain may ask for lineup without any penalty to the team.
I think they've got it figured out, so we're going to have Jordan Judlin serve. She puts it over. Ryan to Miller, going to Lichty tight. She goes in the net, but nobody saw it, and she put it on the ground. Point, Wildcats. Ryan to serve. Burnett with the pass. Judlin puts it in the air for Miss Bailey Monks, who rolls it over.
Oh.
Lichty keeps it with her fingertips. Little confusion there with the Hornets. Point, Wildcats. Score 7-6. Wildcats are down 1. Ryan serving. She sends it to Petrick, puts it in the air to Judlin. Judlin goes quick to Monks, who puts it over. Miller's going to put it in the air. Lichty sends it over. Judlin's going to put it in the air again. Kemp's going to take a swing and goes wide. Point, Wildcats, and they've tied the score up here 7-7. Ryan with the serve for the Lady Wildcats. Petrick is unable to keep it in front of her. Point, Wildcats, and their first lead of the evening. Scores 8-7 in favor of Athens. Ryan to Bree Kemp. Petrick takes the second one. Judlin's going to send it over. Miller's going outside. Goes behind her to Lichty. Lichty, nice swing. Kemp going to swing and is unable to get it over the net. Lichty, Walker, and Miller in the front row for Athens. Petrick takes the serve. Lichty with the swing. Burnett puts it in the air. Kemp tries to tip it over. Ryan covers it. And we're going to go with 4 touches for Athens. Point, Wellsboro. Substitution, Emma Owlett back into the game for Alina Petrick. Back to serve, Olivia Crocco. Crocco with a missed serve. Puts Lady Wildcats up by 2. Into the game for Wellsboro is Bree Smith. Going to pay the back row for Miss Olivia Crocco. Back to serve for the Lady Wildcats is number 5, Taylor Walker. Coming into the game is number 12, Allie Martin. We have Martin, Miller, and Lichty coming across the front, it looks like. Burnett to Judlin to Owlett. Martin. Field sends it over. Kemp, Judlin, Monks with a swing, Lichty with a touch. Fields behind her to pick it up. Martin goes to Ryan. Ryan goes with a deep push. Burnett takes it. Judlin keeps it alive. And they're saying Judlin, I think they said Judlin came under the net. 11-8 in favor of the Wildcats. Back serving Taylor Walker. Walker with a beautiful serve. Burnett puts it in the air. Judlin and Owlett's going to take a swing. She goes deep. Field sends it back out. Burnett. Judlin. Monks with the kill. Back to serve for Lady Hornets, Catherine Burnett. Burnett with a serve. Miller puts it up. Lichty takes a swing. Duff puts her hands on it. Goes wide. Point Athens takes their lead to 3. Into the game is Kylie Jane for the Wildcats. Back to serve Leah Lichty. Nice serve. Burnett takes the pass. Judlin puts it up. Owlett comes out of the middle with the swing. Lichty with the dig. Miller outside. Burnett, Judlin, Owlett. Oh, and she just can't get it over. And that was a nice swing by number 12, Allie Martin from the Wildcats. Back to swing. Back to serve. Oh, and Wellsboro's going to take their first time out of the evening. Wildcats are currently with a 4-point lead, 13-9.
Rotation, as you know, is a major component of volleyball. The 3 players in the back row are not allowed to come in front of the 10-foot attack line and play the ball above the net. As you rotate, you gain and lose the privileges of playing the ball above the net as is needed in spiking and blocking. If you have the ability to make an approach and take off from behind the line and spike the ball before landing in front of the line, that was permissible. I first used this with my teams in 1994, and the lady sitting beside me is the first player
I was
we
on that
tried it
team.
with.
That was me.
When she was in left back position, she certainly had the ability, and I remember the night we practiced that for the first time. Now, volleyball has evolved. There's a lot of that going on now, but that was new back then, and this is who we tried it with.
Yeah, we tried it.
Do you remember that practice?
I don't remember it. Leah Lichty with the serve for the Wildcats, and she goes wide. Our coaches always told us you never miss a serve after a timeout. Never. Back to serve for the Lady Hornets, number 2, Bree Kemp. Kemp to Ryan. Ryan to Allie Martin. Ryan then tried to send it over and just fell short. Point Wellsboro. Kemp with the serve. She goes deep. Ryan with the pass. Miller goes after it. Jane's going to send a free ball over. Owlett's going to send it right back. Jane thought she was going to get a free one, and those swing and a misses hurt. I was a middle hitter, and I never liked that swing and a miss because you really wanted to put it back down hard. Kemp with the serve. Ryan, Miller, out to Martin, who swings. Kemp with the pickup. Judlin sends it deep. Field's able to get to it. Miller puts it back up. Jenny Ryan comes out of the back row, but goes long. That brings the score 13-13, and Wellsboro's back in it. Kemp with the serve. Gia Perry. Miller sends it over. Owlett sends it back over. Girls need to settle and get things going. Duff goes with the swing and finds an open hole. There's a lot of quick shots there between both teams. And Athens is going to take a timeout. They are now down by 1, 14-13 in favor of Wellsboro.
The libero is really the 7th starter, and the libero can be found on the team very easily because she wears a different colored jersey. The girl from Athens, it's the libero, is wearing a purple, and the rest have the gray. Usually it's a very contrasting color, like in Wellsboro, uses their green jerseys for the regular players and the liberos in the white jersey. But the libero is a 7th starter who enters freely to play the back row for different players. She may serve for only one of those. Often a talented short player fills this critical role. She enters and leaves the set between the attack or spike line and the end line. Her primary jobs are serve reception, passing free balls, and digging spikes. She's a busy lady back there.
Coming back out to the court, both teams have now used one timeout, and they both have one left. Back to serve for Wellsboro, Miss Bree Kemp with a score of 14-13. Ryan Miller runs after it, and a little bit of miscommunication there, and the ball doesn't go anywhere. Point Wellsboro. And Duff with the
That's a big
kill.
no-no right there.
Oh, we love those overpasses by the other team.
If you're going to hit a
as
free
hitter.
ball across the net, you need to hit it deeper.
Absolutely.
You do not set up the front line of the other team.
But as the front line of the other
it
team,
was
I
a
enjoyed it.
hard hit ball, so
Yep.
it couldn't be helped.
And Athens unable to put anything together there. Point Wellsboro. Breeze on a nice little serving streak here. And she went wide. Point Athens. Score 17-14 in favor of Wellsboro. And back to serve is number 4, Miss Kaylee Miller. We have Martin, Ryan, and Jane in the front row for the Lady Wildcats. Miller serve, Burnett with the pass. Kemp puts it in the air, goes to Jedlin, who takes a nice swing, and she finds a hole. Crocco in for Smith. And Miss Emma Owlett back to serve. Miller puts it up. Jane puts it down off the arms of a Wellsboro player. Into the game is Lena Petrick for Miss Emma Owlett. And back in the game for Athens is number 5, Taylor Walker, and number 6, Grace Witherow. Grace Witherow is going to be serving for the Lady Wildcats. Oh, short serve. Free point. Wellsboro serving with Miss Shiloh Duff. Bailey Monks comes back into the game to hit out of the middle. Duff with the serve. Miller puts it in the air. Jane goes with a swing. Deep right corner, and I think that was as deep as she could get it and still have it be in. Nice spot.
A reminder in volleyball, on the line is good. It isn't that way in all sports. We're using the white boundary lines on the 30 by 60 foot volleyball court.
Field with the serve for the Wildcats. Burnett puts it in the air. Kemp puts it out to Jedlin, who takes a running swing. Miller puts it in the air for Lichty. Ooh, Kemp digs it. Ryan goes right back in the same spot and catches Kemp off her toes. She got a hand on it, but just not able to keep it in play. Scores 19-17 Wellsboro. Fields back to serve for the Lady Wildcats. Judlin did one of those overpasses and puts it right in the hand of Lichty, who took ownership of it, bringing them within one of Wellsboro. Fields back to serve. Judlin puts it up in the air, and just a little too tight for Wellsboro to make a play on it. Tie ball game, 19-19. Front row, we have Ryan, Walker, and Lichty for Athens. Field's gonna serve. Field to Burnett, and she's just not able to get a good pass on it, and that puts Wildcats up by 1.
Somebody better make a big play here for Wellsboro.
And I think it's the coach. She's going to take a
Volleyball, like all
timeout.
sports, is a game of momentum, and we're getting close to the end here. I want to mention that it is totally appropriate for parents to make scrapbooks of their athletic associations and achievements in high school. The school district is not equipped to store many records, nor does the athletic director have time to accumulate newspaper articles and photos. It would be a nice memento to have such a record. If you're on a team or you are highlighted for a special skill in a particular week, it would be nice to know that in the future.
That was a quick talk by Coach Zahusky. She sent him right back out to the court. I'm guessing she said, we need to get this done. We have Taylor Field back to serve for the Lady Wildcats. Wellsboro's in formation, ready to take this serve. She goes deep to Burnett. Burnett puts it in the air to Kemp, who pushes it deep. Miller's got it, puts it in the air to Field. Petrick to Kemp, who puts a nice high one up for Krakow, who swings. Miller's going to dump to Kemp. Kemp's going to go to Judlin. Judlin's going to go to middle to Monks, who tries to dump it over. And, ooh, I thought the Wildcats had that one. I really did. Tie ball game, 20-20.
You have to win by 2 points, so if someone gets a 25, they still need a 2-point lead.
Field, Miller, Lichty with the tip. Monks blocks it,
That
takes the
block
first
didn't
pass.
count as a hit.
Ryan to Lichty, who's not able to put it over. Advantage Wellsboro, 21-20. This is going to be a nail-biter. Judlin to serve. Judlin, Field, Miller, Lichty. Oh, nice up by Petrick. Monks puts it over. Ryan tries to tip it over. Lichty's going to swing, and it goes wide. Athens thinks somebody touched it. Referees say no. Wellsboro's up by 2. Judlin's going to serve again. That was a beautiful pass by Petrick to save that one. Field, back to Field, who sends it deep. Burnett's going to take it. Up to Judlin, up to Monks, who puts it through Lichty. And Wildcats say, timeout, please. Wellsboro's leading 23-20.
Wellsboro, as many gyms around the league, have wall banners depicting certain accomplishments in sports. We want to congratulate the soccer player Kara Clymer on netting her 50th goal in a recent contest, and Will Poyer on his 50th goal and 50th assist, thus earning spots on the gymnasium wall banner highlighting milestones. Special recognition banners in our gym are for 750 kills in volleyball, 100 career hits in baseball and softball, 50 goals in soccer, and 1,000 points in basketball. Congratulations to Kara and Will.
Back to serve is Judlin. She comes in with a serve, a nice serve. And number 6, Grace Withrow, wasn't able to receive it. Point Wellsboro, and we're going to put it at set point again for Wellsboro, 24-20. Judlin, Field, Miller, Lichty, swing, dig, Judlin. Monks tried to help it over, but just didn't get off her feet enough. 21-24, favor of Wellsboro. Jenny Ryan's back to serve for the Wildcats. Serve, Petrick puts it up. Oh, she puts it on the net. And Lichty says thank you and puts it down.
Somebody needs to make a big play here for Wellsboro and put this across.
Jenny Ryan's going to serve. She goes to Petrick, who puts it in the air. Judlin goes to get it. Kemp's going to free ball it over. She goes deep corner. Field puts it in the air to Miller, Lichty, who goes behind her. Burnett gains it. Krakow puts it up for Monks. Monks rolls it over the middle, but they're covering. Burnett's going to set it up here for Wellsboro to Judlin, to Monks, who swings and goes deep left corner. Point Wellsboro, set Wellsboro. Monks, I think, was a little happy with that hit. That puts Wellsboro ahead 2 sets to none.
Okay, we looked at the records and we see that Wellsboro has had at least 5 volleyball players achieve the high distinction of being named to the All-State team. Members of this elite group include Carrie Gorda, Allison Patt, Hannah Zahusky, Caitlin Callahan, and Megan Starkweather.
That is an amazing distinction, and be able to be part of that elite group is pretty awesome.
For those of you who aren't fluent in volleyball, basically the idea is to use all three contacts. Allotted per side to return the ball the best way to deceive the opponent. The block does not count as a first hit. We just saw that in a play here. The ball is typically bumped by the forearms to the setter near the net, who then sets it to the hitter in the front row. It can be set right, center, or left, with fake arm strikes confusing the opposition. The hitter can strike the ball hard or kill it. It can strike it hard or can tip it across the block softly. Bailey Monks just did that a couple plays ago. You got to mix it up. Sometimes you hit it hard, and sometimes you hit it soft across the block. And if it hits the floor, it's a kill. The goal is to hit the floor, thus scoring a point. So we're not really aiming at people. We're aiming at spots on the floor. Now, we had mentioned earlier in a match that this Wellsboro gym, this is the 16th year for it. Seems like a brand new school to me, but it's the 16th year for it. And for those of you, for instance, from Athens that come here to our sports complex and try to find the gym at the Wellsboro complex is the red brick part of the structure. The rest of the school is tan siding or tan and gray. But you come around the back of the building, and the brick area is the gymnasium, now in its 16th year. Okay, this third set will have to be a 25-point game. And Wellsboro won the first one, 25-14, and the second one, 25-22.
Miller's back to serve for the Lady Wildcats. Serve goes deep. Kemp goes after it, unable to keep it in play. Point, Wildcats. Miller's going to serve again for the Wildcats. Serves up. Burnett with the pass. Judlin's going to put it in the air, out to Kemp. Kemp's going to push it over just behind the front row blocker. One of those soft hits Coach McKnight was just talking about. Points are one apiece, and Kemp is back to serve for the Lady Hornets. Field, Miller, Jane with the swing. Oh, she got up there and annihilated that one. Deep right corner. Nice swing by Miss Kylie Jane. Into the game is Miss Grace Witherow, back to serve for the Lady Wildcats, and also back into the game is Miss Taylor Walker to come across the front row. Witherow with the serve. Witherow to Burnett, to Kemp, who goes to Duff, who pushes it over. Miller puts it up for Jane. Burnett with the dig. Kemp goes out to Owlett. Nice swing to Witherow, who puts it in the air. Ryan goes to Jane. Jane goes a little deep. Point Wellsboro. Front row for Athens right now, we have Jane, Ryan, and Walker. Emma Owlett just misses that serve. Petrick's going to come in for Owlett. Lichty's in for Athens, and back to serve is Miss Taylor Field. Burnett, Kemp. Way to stay on the ground, Kemp. Way to stay on the ground. So when your setter's in the back row, she's not allowed to come above the net and play the ball. So she stood there on her tippy toes and put her hands up, and she's that tall, so she was able to make that wonderful play. Duff is back to serve. Nice hard serve. Field. Miller to Walker, and it went deep. That was a nice tandem swing by Athens to try and throw off the blockers. Just went a little deep. Duff is going to serve again. Field. Miller going to go outside to Ryan, who takes a nice swing, and it goes off the arms of Shiloh Duff for a point for Lady Wildcats, which ties up the ball game at this point in time, 4-4. Back to serve Miss Jenny Ryan for the Lady Wildcats. Petrick sends it to the top of the line marker, which means it's out. Point Wildcats puts them up 5-4. Jenny Ryan to serve. Burnett goes to Kemp, who goes to Monks. Monks takes a huge swing, and it's just long. I like to see the power these Lady Hornets have and these Lady Wildcats. And we lost a ball. Must be at one under the bleachers. New ball. Ryan with the serve. And a missed serve. Judlin's back to serve for the Lady Hornets. Down by 1. Serves over. Miller tips it. Tries to tip it over, but unsuccessful. Point Wellsboro. We're back tied 6-6. We have Miller, Walker, and Lichty in front for Athens, Kemp, Monks, and Krakow for Wellsboro. Miller puts it up for Lichty, who swings. Judlin just not able to get her hands out in time. That would be a kill for Lichty. Back into the game, number 12, Allie Martin for Miss Grace Witherow. Back to serve is number 5, Taylor Walker. Walker to Kemp, to Judlin, to Monks with the swing. Ryan with the dig. Monks pushes it right back at her. Lichty swings off the hands of Monks. Judlin puts it up. Kemp's going to take a swing. And she used the block and gets a point for Wellsboro. Gia Perry into the game for Taylor Walker. She's back to serve. Excuse me, not back to serve, back to pass. Because Olivia Krakow from Wellsboro is serving at the moment. And Emma Owlett's back in the game for Wellsboro. Owlett to Ryan, to Miller, outside to Martin, Judlin, Monks, and Kemp's going to swing. Lichty sends it back at her. Krakow send it over. Ryan's going with a push, a yucky push, but it makes it over. Judlin sends it back over. Tip by the setter, Martin, who's able to get it down for a point for the Wildcats. Bree Smith entering for the Lady Hornets. Leah Lichty back to serve, and Miss Kylie Jane back in the game for the Lady Wildcats, who are up by 1. Lichty, Burnett, Judlin, outside to Owlett with a big swing. Lichty with the pass. Miller puts it in the air. Going to Martin with a big swing. Bree Smith with the dig. Judlin sends it over. Martin puts it up to Jane. Jane takes a big swing. Bree says, no, thank you.
Oh.
And we got caught on our heels and not able to get that second pass. Wildcats up by 2. Leah Lichty serving again. Nice serve. Owlett puts it up. Judlin goes to get it. Kemp's going to send it over. Lichty, Miller, Jane, Burnett, Monks. Miller's going up again. She's going out to Martin. Martin takes a swing. Judlin tries to save it and unable to. And Coach the Hussey's going to take a timeout as the Wildcats are ahead 10-7.
Well, both teams are playing well. We're having a good match here tonight.
This is a nice matchup tonight. There are lots of strength in both teams, and we're seeing some nice plays. Definitely keeping me on my toes. Giving a shout out to Miss Jody Niver, who wasn't able to make it tonight, giving me the opportunity to commentate a Wellsboro volleyball game, which I am thoroughly enjoying sitting here with my coach. Leah Lichty with the serve. She goes way too deep.
There's an advantage of taking the timeout to make the server think about what she has to do. It's like taking a timeout when the foul shooter in basketball has to make a foul shot. You take a timeout and then make that person think about it a while.
Burnett to Field to Miller, going out to Martin, who goes up with a big swing and finds a huge hole on the Wellsboro side. Puts them up by 3. Miller's back to serve. Ryan, Jane, and Martin across the front for the Lady Wildcats. Kemp puts it in the air. Judlin puts it up. Owlett's going to send it over. Gia Perry to Miller. Out to Martin with a big swing. Off the block, Judlin grabs it. Duff helps out. Owlett takes a swing, puts it over. Miller puts it up to Jane. Tries to get a quick swing in and just doesn't get it over the net. Kemp back to serve. Field. Miller pushes it, and it goes wide. And Wellsboro's back in within 1. Field, Miller, Martin, Smith puts it up. Kemp puts it in the air. Outlet goes up, just not able to get it. 4 touches on Wellsboro side. Point Athens. And we see some subs coming back in the game. Taylor Walker and Grace Witherow. Witherow back to serve. She goes long. Burnett puts it in the air. Kemp hustles after it, puts it up for Owlett, who then sends it deep. We just saw both Athens ladies put their foot on the end line and call it out. You're told to get to the line and check. Smith to Kemp. To Judlin. Field, Miller, Jane. Kemp puts it in the air. Judlin throws everybody off balance, taking a swing on the second one. Jane sends it over. Kemp puts it in the air. Judlin sends it right back to her, and she pushes it over. Miller puts it up in the middle to Jane, who goes for the swing. Bree Smith threw it right back at him. Taylor Walker goes right at Bree Kemp, and she's unable to put it up in the air to make a play. Athens is ahead 14-10 here in set 3. Wellsboro wants to be done. They need to turn things around here. Witherow with the serve. Judlin puts it in the air. Kemp comes up after it. Burnett has to send it over. Field puts it up. Miller puts it up. Jane, Burnett, Owlett puts it up to Judlin. Miller's going to go outside to Walker. Bree Smith with a nice one-handed save. Wellsboro goes deep. Witherow puts it in the air to Miller, who's going to put it to Walker. Emma Owlett takes a swing. The block is up, but she's able to push it through. Point Wellsboro. Subs for Wellsboro. Alina Petrick coming into the game with Emma Owlett, and Olivia Crocco coming in for Bree Smith. Alina's going to serve this time. Witherow with the pass. Miller puts it up. Ryan sends it over. Kemp puts it in the air so that Judlin can push it over. Miller's going outside to Walker, takes a swing. Burnett puts it in the air. Judlin has to help it. Kemp sends it over. Field's going to put it in the air for Walker, who takes a nice swing. Burnett puts it back up in the air. Goes outside to Crocco, takes a swing. Field's there again. Going back row to send it over by Witherow. Kemp takes the pass. Judlin tips it. Ryan puts it up for Jane, who tries to tip it and is able to get it through our middle. Shiloh Duff puts the score 15-11 in favor of the Lady Wildcats. Leah Lichty's in the game for the Wildcats, and Taylor Fields back to serve. Nice serve, Alina Petrick. Bree Kemp. Judlin puts it over. Ooh, nice dig by Kaylee
Nice save
Miller.
out of the net.
Judlin puts it in the air. Duff swings. Miller takes the pass. Lichty tries to set it. Withrow pushes it over. Kemp puts it up for Duff, and she swings again and finds a hole.
We're getting some very nice volleys here. I think some of the best we've seen this year.
I picked a good game to come to.
Yes, you did.
Duff serves. Ryan puts it in the air. Miller sets up Lichty, who takes a huge swing. It's just unable to get it over the net. Duff's going to serve again for Wellsboro. Ryan's going to receive it. Miller's going to put it in the air. Back row to Taylor Field, who swings, and it is called out, which puts Wellsboro within 1. With this rally scoring, the scores change so quickly. You really can't count the game over till it says 25 or 2 over 25, depending on how close it is. Ryan with the serve. Burnett with the pass. Puts it in the air to Kemp, who sets it backwards to Bailey, who rolls it over, and Athens is just unable to take care of it. It's where that off-speed hit comes in. They're used to you powering through, and then you throw one of those off-speed ones, which you think are silly, but earns you a point. Judlin with the serve. Field puts it in the air to Miller, who goes to Lichty, who swings hard. Judlin with a big dig. Kemp puts it up, and Monk sends it over. Miller's going to put it up again to Lichty again. Big block by Bailey Monks there. They're going outside to Walker, who goes cross court. Petrick digs it. Walker's going to set it up again for him. Lichty takes another swing. Oh, and Lichty was able to get through Monks, and it dropped just on Wellsboro's side of the net. Puts them up by 2. Allie Martin's back into the game. Taylor Walker's back to serve for the Lady Wildcats. Nice serve. Petrick puts it in the air. Judlin puts it in the air. And we're going to go with 3 passes for Wellsboro. Miller's going to set it up, give Lichty a tip. Judlin's going to push. Walker picks it up. They're going to go to Martin.
Nice.
But Olivia Krakow and Bailey Monks were there waiting for it.
Wellsboro certainly playing better net play tonight than they did last night.
Gia Perry's back in the game
Athens
for the
is
Wildcats.
doing a marvelous job at setting it up every time. I feel Wellsboro's playing too many free balls, but we'll see.
Krakow with the serve. Miller's going to set it up to Lichty, who's going to swing. Burnett gets her hands on it, but not enough to put it in the air to make a play. Bree Smith back in the game. Leah is back to serve for Athens. Nice serve. Burnett puts it in the air. Jordan with the set. Kemp with the push and is able to roll it off Jane's hands and get a point for Wellsboro. Still keeps them within 1. Back in the game is Shiloh Duff coming out. Bailey Monks back to serve Catherine Burnett. Gia Perry unable to get control of that one and shanks it off to the side. Point Wellsboro, and we're in a tie ball game, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the 3rd set. First team to 25 wins. Burnett serves. Gia passes it right over.
Oh.
Kemp puts it in the air. Judlin puts it up. Kemp swings. Field takes the pass. Miller puts it up for Jenny Ryan, who goes deep to Burnett. Judlin's going to set up the middle here with Shiloh Duff with a swing. Jane was able to get her hands on it and get the pass up, but Miss Jenny Ryan's just not able to get that floor spike over the net. Wellsboro's ahead for the first time in a little while. Burnett serving. Nice serve to Field. Puts it up for Jane, who swings. Bree brings it back in play. Judlin puts it up. Shiloh's going to send it over. Ryan, Miller, Jane with the swing. Big swing. You saw that connection coming before it even happened. Tie ball game, 19-19. Miller serving. Bree Smith, Bree Kemp, and Jordan Judlin sends it over. Miller puts it in the air to Jane. Swing. Burnett takes the pass. Judlin takes the set. Owlett takes the swing and finds a wide open spot just by the 10-foot line. That was a beautiful swing by Emma Owlett. 2019. Kemp serving. Field sends it right back. Duff's there waiting. It doesn't make it. And Athens is going to take a timeout. They're down by 2. Scores 21-19 in favor of Wellsboro. Wellsboro needs to push hard to get these last 4 points and make this game over.
An important part of the play is serve reception. There are some components to serve reception. The ball should be called by the time it reaches the top of the net. The players not receiving the serve should then open up and face the receiver. And the setter should never receive the serve. You want to hide your setter so she doesn't receive the serve because she's supposed to make the second hit, not the first hit. And lines are shared. You have line sharing duties. So if one girl's looking up playing the ball and her person that shares the line with her has to tell her it's out.
Miller goes outside to Ryan. Just having a little trouble with that floor spike right now. I hope it's still called a floor spike when you stand on the floor and hit the ball. Kemp, Field. Ryan takes it. Martin sends it over. Burnett says, here we go. Kemp puts it in the air. Shiloh Duff takes a swing. Miller saved that one. Burnett's going to put it up again. Bree's going to set it. Judlin's going to swing. She goes far, and it lands in. Athens all thought that was going out. 23-19. Wellsboro's favor. Kemp's going to service up one. Field, Miller, Jane with a swing. Touched by Duff. Burnett puts it in the air. Kemp sets it up. She goes deep to Burnett. Miller's going to go to Jane again. And she goes wide. 24-19. Here it is. Kemp's going to serve for game point. Game, set, match. All those terms. Kemp serves. Perry puts it up. And Miller goes under the net. Game over. Wellsboro takes that in 3 from the Lady Wildcats. Thank you all for joining us this evening here in the Wellsboro Gymnasium with fans for the first time this season.
I'll wrap it up, but you can give some comments if you want to.
I'm just excited to be back in the gym, seeing some volleyball and being a part of this, being able to be here with former coaches and former players down here helping coach. It's just been pretty neat to be back in the gym. Wellsboro's looking pretty strong this year. We've seen some great things. I think this was a wonderful night of volleyball. Athens and Wellsboro both came to play, and I think we got to see some really neat stuff.
Well, this was the 8th match of the season for the Wellsboro Hornets. They won the JV contest 25-19 and 25-18. So the JV record now is 3-5. The varsity scores tonight 25-14, 25-22, and 25-19. The fact that Wellsboro won all 3 games or sets tonight is not indicative of the play. I thought we saw some really fine play there tonight. Athens led actually in the 2nd set and the 3rd set, and but Wellsboro was able to pull it out. Athens has a really tough schedule this week, 3 nights in a row, and this is what has happened now with the backups of matches because of early season cancellations due to the COVID. They played Wellsboro last night and won. Athens played Wellsboro tonight and lost, and they faced North Penn Liberty tomorrow night, 3 in a row. Really incredible, tough matches. Wellsboro now does not play the match that was scheduled with Williamson tomorrow night. That has been canceled, so Wellsboro gets a little bit of a break here till Saturday night when they play Towanda. And this is going to be the first matchup with Wellsboro and Towanda this year. But then they turn right around Monday night and play Towanda again. So home and away with Towanda.
Got to give big shout out to Mr. Principal Jeremy Bird and the Magic Walk.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming tonight, Coach. And
Thank you for having me.
oh well, you're going to be back again Saturday
I'm
night.
back on Saturday night. I get to
Saturday
do my
night.
second game. Woohoo!
Okay, so reporting from the Wellsboro gym, this is Ann McKnight, and reporting about another win by the Wellsboro Hornets. Good night.
Good night.